There's so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking to you.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Docking Stadium for another afternoon of Adrian College Bulldogs soccer. As your Adrian College Bulldogs will take on Denison University, the Big Red. I am Forrest Vernier on play-by-play alongside Dylan Knighton. He will be your director. And starting off for Denison University, Molly Noga is the goalie. Lauren Jensen, Ellie Reiser, Callie Davis, Kate Del Monte, Sarah Sullinger, Caroline Flynn, Avery Butler, Caroline Gerard, Sophia Connell, and Kendall Sierens. And starting off for Adrian College Bulldogs, and it looks like Kelsey Zoli kicks it off, and we are underway here in the first half. And for your Bulldogs, Taylor Fisher is the goalie. Caitlin Dake is the midfielder. Kaylee Bowden. And Sydney Anderson, Kelsey Zoli, Leah Holman, Anna Marie Fosmoen, Josie Huber, Sarah Hohenscheid, Melanie Perney, and Elise Fries, your starters for today's game. And it looks like Kendall Sierens kicks that towards the side as the Big Red is starting off on offense here. And the flag goes up for the first time as Lauren Jensen picks it up. She tosses it in. And it looks like it went out of bounds again from Ellie Reiser. Just the start of things here at Docking Stadium. That one's tossed in by the freshman, Melanie Perney. And that one's in. And Leah Holman's going to try to come get it. That ends up out of play again as Anna Marie Fosmoen now has it. Passes it on over to Perney. Passes over to Holman, and it goes out of bounds again. Now Lauren Jensen tosses it in. It is popped up by Josie Huber. And now Leah Holman. Over to Perney. Over to Josie Huber. And a good pass over to Fosmoen. As she's trying to keep it in play, in territory. As Perney kicks it. And that one right over Caitlin Dake. And that one's going to heading toward Taylor Fisher's direction. And now Kelsey Zoli. Looks like she tried to pass over to Fosman, but it is kicked by Lauren Jensen, the freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina. Went to high school at Providence Day School. No score so far. And Elise Fries, the senior, kicks it, and it goes right past the goal. And looks like they're going to replace the ball. As the goalie for the Big Red, Molly Noga, passes it on over to Ellie Reiser. And a good kick by Reiser right past the 40. Right over at Caroline Gerard, I apologize. That one was kicked by Elise Fries again. Lauren Jensen, another good kick. That one's right over to Carly Bowden. And she kicks it right to Kate Del Monte. And the ball's going to go out of play again. She holds on to it right at Leah Holman. That has popped up. And that's right at Kendall Sirens. As Melanie Perney picks it up. And she throws it in. Kicked by Kendall Sirens again. Perney with another good kick and right at Zoli's knee. Fosman and Jensen are trying to get that one, but it is Jensen who makes it the Big Reds' turn to have offense. And she kicks it from the side. And right at Leah Holman. And right at Perney as she pops it in the air. And Zoli tries to get it. And Caroline Flynn with the steal. And she kicks it towards Holman again. Wait, no, that was Sydney Anderson who passed it over to Leah Holman. As she passed it right towards Huber. And Fries coming close. But she kicks it right to Fosman. And Fries goes for it again, but it goes out of play. And as Lauren Jensen throws it in from the sidelines. And it ends up into the corner. And Fosman takes a minute to tie her shoe. And they're going to try a corner kick as Caroline Flynn kicks it. And Zoli comes to get it. And she kicks it right past the 50, down to the 30. And Molly Noga comes to get it. It almost goes out of bounds again. And here comes Melanie Perney. And ends up in the corner again. As the flag goes up. As Kendall Sirens throws it in again. Goes for the goal, and it is caught by the goalie, Taylor Fisher. What a catch. And remember, if you're the goalie, you can't touch the ball with your hands. And she kicks a nice pop-up. And it bounces right in front of Caitlin Dake. And now right at Kelsey Zoli. And she passes it to Fosmoen. And right at Josie Huber. And Sophia Connell and Huber were fighting over that one. Here comes the throw. And right over Sydney Anderson, the captain for the Bulldogs. She is a junior from Trenton, Michigan, graduated from Trenton High School. And Taylor Fisher, the goalie, gets ready to kick it, takes her time. It goes right at, and it lands right at the 40. Coming to get it is Fosmoen, and she passes it. It goes over Leah Holman, and this one's going to be close. And it goes right up onto the hill and over the sidewalk. And it looks like we're going to have another corner kick. Now it's up to Leah Holman. She goes for it. And Josie Huber tries to come get it. And it's stolen by Kendall Sirens. But Perney comes back. But then Lauren Jensen kicks it up again. And Perney holds it, passes over to Fosman as she pops that one up with her foot. And it's popped up by Lauren Jensen. Head bumped by Anderson. And kicked up by Zoli. And it goes towards the sidelines. And that one's going to be out of play. Still no score so far. As we're getting a new ball. As Perney gets ready to throw it. It's passed over to Josie Huber. And coming to get it is Sophia Connell. And it looks like she's going to try to get a goal. But a good job by Perney playing good defense. As the goalie, Taylor Fisher, gets ready. And another good kick by Fisher. And it's bumped up by Ellie Reiser. And Zoli's going to come get it. But it goes out of play. As Lauren Jensen throws it in. Head bumped by Reiser. Kicked up by Ellie Fries. And that one goes right past Josie Huber. And a good kick by Ellie Fries. As Kelsey Zoli tried to chase after that one, but it went out of play again. As Lauren Jensen throws it in from the side. As Perney passes over to Fosmoen. Perney again. Jensen with the kick. And Anderson makes sure to get it over to Taylor Fisher. As the Bulldogs and Denison University gets ready. And it bounces in right at Sarah Hohenscheid. As Caroline Flynn passes it over to Sarah Sullinger. As Kate Del Monte tries to pass it over to, but it's stolen by Anna Marie Fosmoen, and this one's going to be close. But no, good defense shown from the Big Red. As Callie Davis tried to pass it to Reiser. As Perney throws it in to Leah Holman. As the ref blows the whistle. As she throws it in. Head bumped by Huber. And coming to get that one is Callie Davis. Ellie Fries does a good job playing defense. And it looks like Lauren Jensen is gonna throw it in from the side. And she does. Over to Sophia Connell. Popped up. Head bumped by Kaylee Bowden. As we have a half hour left of play here in this first half. Still no score for either side. As she throws that one in. And that one goes over the goal. As Taylor Fisher comes to get it. As she gets ready to put it in play. Taylor Fisher gets set. Again, taking her time. And a good kick. It's head bumped by Davis. And Melanie Perney picks it up, throws it in. It's kicked by Leah Holman. And popped up by Perney. Head bumped by Caitlin Dake. As Fosmoen tries to come get it. The flag goes up again. As Melanie Perney gets ready, throws it in. Anderson is going to try to play on that one. And she passes it over to Sarah Hohenscheid. Kelsey Zoli again. And it goes to the side. And that's over Zoli. And Kendall Sirens and Josie Huber. Let's see who has it. As Huber gets ready to kick it in from the side. And a good kick by Huber. And it's head bumped by Lauren Jensen. And it's kicked by Caroline Flynn. Passed over to Kendall Sirens. Right at Elise Fries. And it goes right by Zoli. As Sophia Connell tries to play that one. As Lauren Jensen goes to get it. And Molly Noga passes it down the line. And both of these teams showing great offense and defense back and forth, but still no score. And Anderson comes to get it. And a good job by Anderson blocking the way. And a good play by Leah Holman. Zoli goes for it. And she tripped, but she gets right back up. And a good kick by Sydney Anderson. It's Kaylee Bowden with a far kick. Here's Kaylee Bowden. Passes it over to Josie Huber. Right at Elise Fries. As the flag goes up. So we have just over 25 minutes left to go here in the first half. As Bowden tosses it in. Foz Moen passes over to Leah Holman. And Zoli misses it, and Lauren Jensen intercepts that one. And that ball heads towards the corner and right past the flag. And it looks like we're going to have either a corner kick or a sideline throw. And a good throw by Kaylee Bowden. Zoli tries to play it as she has to do some maneuvering. And Kendall Searings with the ball again. And did it go in? It did. As it looked like it was Kendall Searings that scored the goal for the Big Red. As Denison University, or that was Sophia Connell that scored the goal for Denison University. As the Big Red has a 1-0 lead here in the first half over the Bulldogs. As Anna Marie Foz-Moen gets ready for another kickoff. As she passes over to Josie Huber. Huber kicks it up. That is head bumped by Avery Butler. And Dake throws it in from the sidelines. Melanie Perney passes it to Hohenscheid. And it goes out of play. But we'll get a new ball. As Lauren Jensen throws it in. Anderson plays that one. As that one heads towards the goal. And good defense again by Elise Fries. And a good block by Fries. And she kicks it up. And it bounces in at the 40. One 1-0 Denison University. Just over 23 minutes left to go here in the first half. As it looks like the coaches are calling for a timeout. And we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages. And we are back here at Docking Stadium as the Bulldogs are still having a meeting with their coach, Nathan Kronwetter. It's his first year as a coach for Adrian College, as Denison University is just getting back on the field after a meeting with their head coach, Sarah Brink. It is her first season as a coach as well, as Denison University has a 1-0 lead over Adrian College. For those of you that missed it, it was Sophia Connell that scored the first goal. As both teams are getting ready to pick up where they left off. And Taylor Fisher kicks it. That one was passed by Katie Harding, I believe, as she just came into the game for the first time, as Huber kicks that one right into the seats. And Lauren Jensen throws it in. Sophia Connell plays that one, and she stumbled over Huber. Looks like they're both okay. This is Lauren Jensen. Takes her time, gets ready to kick. And a good kick by Jensen. And that one's head bumped by Sarah Hohenscheid. As Zoli comes to get it, is going to play it between the 50 and 40. As it goes down the line, Leah Holman comes to get it, and it goes just out of play. As Sarah Solinger gets her turn, and she kicks it. And a good kick by Kaylee Bowden. As Lauren Jensen holds it in from the side, tosses it in. As Ellie Reiser plays that one. For those of you just tuning in as well, I am Forrest Frenier on play-by-play. Dylan Knighton is your director. And we have Kendra working the top camera for us today. As that one is kicked in by Lauren Jensen. Head bumped by Anderson. Callie Davis passes it over to Eliza Roach. That is off the rim of the goal, but a good job by Taylor Fisher preparing to block that one as Zoli pops it up. Head bumped by Kate Del Monte. And it goes to the side as the flag goes up again. And it looks like Alana Earl is going to come in and substitute for Sarah Hohenscheid. Alana Earl is a sophomore from Macomb, Michigan, as she gets her turn on the field for the first time today. As that's another good kick by Sydney Anderson. And that ball ends up on the hill again. As Melanie Perney throws it in, head bumped by Anderson. And she passes it over to Josie Huber. And it's passed over to Earl. And coming to get it, and a good play by the goalie, Molly Noga. as she shows how important it is to be a goalie. And Anderson chases after that one. Tries to get it. And a good kick by Ellie Fries, the senior from East Point, Michigan. Now Melanie Perney plays it in as Zoli tries to maneuver on that one. Kicks it right over. And that was close, but another good block by Noga. As Earl tried to go for the point. And that one is passed by Caroline Gerard. And it goes into the corner and out of play. And it looks like we're either going to get another corner kick, or no, Lauren Jensen's going to throw it in from the sidelines. And that's one of only 2 times when you're allowed to use your hands. And that one goes over the goal and it hits the rim. As Taylor Fisher gets the ball. Backs up so she can get enough momentum to kick that one in. Seventeen and a half minutes to go in the first half. Huber comes to get it. Maneuvers. Kicks. Down at the side. Lauren Jensen's going to toss it in from the side. That's bumped up by Reiser. Bowden will maneuver around that one. And she kicks it, but Reiser intercepts that one. Right at Lauren Jensen. Huber passes it over to Earl. Good kick by Bowden. Head bumped by Davis. And a good kick by Jensen. And coming to get is Anderson. Takes her time, maneuvers. And Zoli passes it over to Elise Fries. Fries kicks it over to Earl. And it comes back to Fries again. A good kick, and it's knee bumped by Davis. And she passes it to Sophia Connell. And Fosman tried to get it, but it was blocked by Noga. Now Earl goes for it. And it's caught by the goalie Noga. Zanoga takes her time to bounce it. And a high pop-up kick. And it's going to go out of play. And it's tossed in by Victoria Pylon, who recently just came in this game as well. Zoli passes it over to Huber. Huber with a line drive kick. Goes right toward the corner. Fosman's coming to get it. Dake, the grad student, coming to maneuver that one. And she goes for it. And it was so close. As Dake tries to score, but it hits the rim of the goal. Bulldogs still have yet to score a goal, as the only goal scored from Denison was by Sophia Connell. As Molly Noga gets set, makes a good line drive kick right over Zoli. A good play by Reiser. And coming to get that one is Sydney Anderson. She waits for it, kicks. It's head bumped by Freeze. Bowden passes it to Earl. Back to Bowden. And Fosman plays that one, and it goes out of bounds. And a good play by Zoli. And Zoli has it again. Again, she's going to try to maneuver that one. It goes right past Huber, but right to Sydney Anderson. Anderson will pass that one over to Caitlin Dake. Dake kicks that one to Fosmoen. Fosmoen maneuvers around. And it goes right towards the corner as the flag goes up again. And we're going to get another throw in from close to the corner. As Holman kicks that one, and it goes toward the other corner. And out of play. And it looks like Mara McGlown is going to come in and substitute for Ellie Reiser. And Eliza Roach will come in and play for Sophia Connell. As a new ball is tossed in, as Molly Noga picks it up. As she gets ready to put the ball in play. As Anna Marie Fosmoen is coming over to the sidelines. As Riley Mugrabi is going to substitute for Fosmoen, as it is her first time playing in this game this afternoon. And it's thrown in by Bowden. And coming to get that is Pylon. Good kick by her. As Eliza Roach comes to get that one. Passes it over to Kendall Sirens. And a good kick by Mugrabi. As Kate Del Monte kicks that one to Davis. As Leah Holman passes it over to Anderson. Anderson with a line drive kick. Right by Dake. But it's blocked by Katie Harding, I believe. As still 1-0 Denison University. As Bowding throws that one in. But the ref blows the whistle. As Josie Huber gets ready to kick it in from the sideline. As both teams get ready for the ball to be put in play. As Josie Huber, the senior, went to high school at Heartland, Michigan. And a good head bump as Caitlin Bowden comes to play it in. Less than 10 minutes to go. A little more than 9 minutes remaining here in this first half. That is thrown in from the corner. And coming to get that one is Eliza Roach. And Anderson with a good kick. That's popped up by Huber. And it gets right by Earl. As Bowden comes to get it from the coach, Nathan Cronwetter. Again, his first season coaching for the Bulldogs. And that's kicked by Dake. And it's caught again by Molly Noga. As both teams run off, go to the right positions and get ready for the ball to be put in play. And it's kicked up high in the air. And a good head bump by Anderson. And it's popped up. And a good play by Bowden. And Zoli comes in. As Zoli makes a good pass to Dake. As Leah Holman's going to have to maneuver. Still 1-0 Denison University. As Josie Huber gets ready to put in play. And goes for the kick. That's head bumped by Holman. And it's caught again by Molly Noga. She bounced it a couple times just to make sure the ball is good to kick. And it bounces in. And Huber makes another good kick. Coming to get it is Mugrabi. And it goes out of play, and they'll get another new ball. As Pylam plays that over Elise Fries. Bowden tries to come get it. And a good job blocking it from going out of play. Roach kicks it. And the ball ends up into the corner and goes up the hill. And now it's Taylor Fisher's turn. And it looks like Kelsey Zoli and Kaylee Bowden are coming in. Or excuse me, being substituted by Bree Akins. And as Huber goes down that one, but gets up just fine. So substituting for Zoli and Bowden is Zoe Greenbaum, the sophomore from Toledo, Ohio, and Bree Akins, the freshman from Rochester, Minnesota. As Caitlin Dake comes to get that one. And it kicks it, and it goes past the 20. As the ref makes the whistle again. And Carly Chamberlain, the freshman from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, is going to come in and substitute in for Caitlin Dake. And a good throw by Leah Holman. And Mugrabi maneuvers around, but makes the ball go out of play. As Holman gets another chance to throw it in. And she does. ball goes in the corner, out of play again. As Molly Noga prepares to put it back in play. Just over 4 minutes left to go here in this first half. And a line drive kick. And now we're under 4 minutes. As Kate Del Monte passes it over. As Bree Akins takes a second to tie her shoe. As Lauren Jensen throws it in. Again, 1-0 Denison University. Zalana Earl makes a good kick. Zoe Greenbaum gets a turn at the ball. Now it's right at Eliza Roach. And it gets right by Carly Chamberlain. That's a good kick by Riley Brinley. And Earl passes it over to Freeze. Freeze kicks it, goes past the 50. And another block by Riley Brinley. As Harding passes it over. And it looks like Denison University is going to try for another goal, but no. But it gets right past Fisher. And up on the hill. And now they're going to have another corner kick. Bulldogs have to prepare their defense right here. And the kick. And it's caught by Taylor Fisher again. Under 2 minutes to go now in the first half as Taylor puts it in play. Chamberlain kicks that one. Bree Akins tried to pass it to Chamberlain, but a good steal by Katie Harding. And Pylan kicks it. And the ball goes out of play. And now we have a little more than a minute remaining.
1 minute remaining.
As Molly Noga gets set. And here's the kick. Now it's right at Greenbaum. Now coming to get is Freeze. And Bree Akins and Leah Holman. And it's head bumped by Holman. And Freeze chasing after that one. She kicks it right over Holman. Akins comes to get it. And she passes it to Carly Chamberlain. 10 seconds left.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that'll be it for the first half. Here at Docking Stadium. And good back and forth offense and defense. But Denison has a 1-0 lead as we're going to take a 15-minute break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. This is the home of Adrian College Sports.
There's so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
And we are back as we're about to start into the second half here at Docking Stadium as Denison University leads it 1-0. As by the end of the first half, the Big Red had 6 shots by period. Bulldogs had 4. Big Red had 2 corner kicks. Bulldogs had 1 corner kick. As both teams each had 1 save by period. As Big Red had 7 fouls, the Bulldogs had 4 fouls. As both teams are getting ready to get back on the field for this second half. As the buzzer blares. And the only goal scored by either side was by Sophia Connell for Big Red. As the Bulldogs are now getting back into their positions. And for Denison University, Eliza Roach stands in the middle of the field. Wait, no, that's Caroline Gerard. As she's going to kick it off to start this second half. As the clock gets ready to start here. And Gerard passes it over to Caroline Flynn. And Pylon will steal that one. Zoe Greenbaum tries to pass it over to Riley Mugrabi. As that'll be a foul. As that'll be the first foul of this second half. That is tossed in by Avery Butler. And it's caught by the goalie, Taylor Fisher. As since it is the second half, they have switched sides. As they will be both going in different directions for where they're supposed to score. As Fisher gets ready. She makes the kick. And it's over Pylon. As Leah Holman passes it over. And a good kick by Kate Del Monte. And it's head bumped by Fries. And Avery Butler will once again throw it in from the side. She bounces it a couple times. Makes her throw. And a good head bump by Fries. And that'll be another foul. This will be the third time in a row that Butler gets to throw it in. And a good bump by both Anderson and Pylon. As Sarah Hohenscheid kicks it and it goes foul again. As she bounced it just to make sure the ball is good to be put in play. As Ellie Reiser tries to make that one avoid the corner. And Anderson with a good steal. And Avery Butler kicks it right over to Sarah Solinger. Molly Noga makes a good block. Sarah Solinger passes it over to Reiser. As she tries to... Wait, no, that was Lauren Jensen. I apologize. That one heads toward the corner. Then it goes right to the ball carrier. As they'll throw that one back in. And that's right over to Callie Davis. And that'll be foul as the flag goes up again. Just the start of things here in the second half. As Denison University is either going to try their best to hold on to a 1-0 lead, or possibly make an extension. As all Adrian College has to do is try to tie it, and then possibly maybe take the lead. As she kicks it in. And a good block by Taylor. As she did that one-handed. That'll go behind the goal. Out of play. It's Taylor Fisher. Gets ready to put the ball in play. A good line drive kick. And a nice pass by Bree Akins. Right to Anderson. Right to Perney. As Leah Holman makes the maneuver. As Riley Mugrabi tried to pass that over to Earl, but it's Lauren Jensen makes the steal. And Callie Davis tries to come get it again. Passes it over to Ellie Reiser. And it's heading toward the corner. That one goes over the goal and up onto the hill. It's Taylor Fisher. Will get another chance to put the ball in play. Makes another kick. That was head bumped by Holman. And Ellie Reiser makes the pass over to Avery Butler. And Freeze tried to come get that one. This will be the third time in a row that Fisher will have the opportunity to put the ball in play. And it went right over Pylon. And that one goes out of play, foul again. Avery Butler throws it in from the sidelines. Head bumped by Hohenscheid. And Foz Moen tries to come get it. But a good steal by Butler. And a nice kick by Ellie Freeze. And it's heading right towards Noga. Well, it's kicked away from her by Sarah Solinger. And it looks like we're going to get a corner kick from Denison University. Wait a minute, no, it's Adrian College's ball. Zoe Greenbaum gets the chance for the corner kick. She does. And it goes right over Denison University. And it's caught by Molly Noga. That was well kicked by Greenbaum, but it was intercepted. As Noga kicks that one up, as Greenbaum makes the head bump, as Mugrabi maneuvers that one around. And another kick by Katie Del Monte. As Pylon passes it over to Riley Mugrabi. That one's thrown in. It goes out of play again. Now it's Pylon's turn. Makes the throw. Right at Fosmoen. And another blow of the whistle by the ref. Now Ellie Reiser. Wait a minute, no, that's Kate Del Monte. Passes it over to Callie Davis. This Pylon's going to throw it in from the foul line. And right at Mugrabi. This Avery Butler tosses it in. And another foul. As Avery Butler gets another shot to kick it in. As the Bulldogs get ready to play some defense. And it's high in the air. And Fisher tries to protect the goal, but the ball goes out of play and once again up onto the hill. As Callie Davis is going to have a corner kick. She kicks it. As Riley Mugrabi pops that up. Knee bumped by Fosmoen. Passes it over to Bree Akins. And it's right down about close to the foul line. But Ellie Fries is going to try to come get it. But she'll let it go out of play. Now Taylor Fisher. As Denison University gets ready to play defense. And that ball lands at the 30. It bounces in front of the 40. But Mugrabi tried to get it, but a good steal by Butler. And it's kicked up by Bree Akins. And a high pop up. And it bounces in front of Butler. And another foul. And a head bump by Butler. Anderson went for the kick. Now it's Sarah Hohenscheid. Good kick by Anderson. And Leah Holman's going to have a chance. And she passes it to Fosmoen. She goes for the goal, and no, it's blocked. What an effort, though, by Anna Marie Fosmoen. But Zoe Greenbaum will do another corner kick. As she gets in position by the flag. Backs up so she can make sure she has enough momentum. And she kicks. But the ref blows the whistle. The Bulldogs will have to go back to defense. As Molly Noga backs up, gets momentum, makes the kick. And that's right at Greenbaum. Down over to Kendall Searens. Good kick. And now Anderson has it. And now Hohenschei tries to come get it. And that one's kicked by Callie Davis. And that one's heading toward the corner. And it's going to be thrown in from the foul line by Avery Butler again. And it's caught by Taylor Fisher. As we have a half hour left here in the second half, here at Docking Stadium. As Riley Mugrabi is going to head over to the sidelines, and so is Zoe Greenbaum and Bree Akins. And Melanie Perney. And Josie Huber and Kelsey Zoli will come back into the game. And the ball goes out of play and up onto the hill as the ball carrier will throw them a new one. As Big Red gets ready to go back into defense. As the Bulldogs are going to try to do everything they can to tie up this game. And Zoli comes to get it. And it's popped up by Solinger. Zoli's going to try it again. And she passes it over to Caitlin Dake. And she tries to maneuver around a couple of Big Red players. And now coming to get is Foz Moen. Heads toward the foul line. And that'll be out of play. Still 1-0 Big Red. And a nice play by Pylon. And Katie Harding is going to come in and substitute for Caroline Flynn. As Butler tried to pass that over to Isabel Guzman. As Butler throws that one in. Anderson passes it over to Caitlin Dake. Now, Sophia Connell, who scored the only goal today, passes it over back to Guzman. Zoli with a good kick. That one comes to Freeze. Right at Kaylee Bowden. 27 minutes left here in the second half as she makes her throw. Foz Moen plays it on her knee. And Eliza Roach is going to come in for Big Red. And she'll substitute in for Kendall Searens, I believe. And that is right to Ellie Reiser. Passes it over to Kate Harding. And it goes right past Sydney Anderson. And another foul. That is right off the chest of Caitlin Dake. And Pylon kicks it in, passes it to Josie Huber. As popped up and bumped by Fosmoen. Leah Holman coming to get it, passes over to Caitlin Dake. Dake passes it over to Kelsey Zoli. Zoli goes right to Leah Holman. As the Bulldogs head back to defense. With just over 25 minutes left to go. That's head bumped by Caitlin Dake. Kelsey Zoli going for it. That one's going to roll out of play. As Pylon will throw it in. And Zoli will maneuver it, goes for it. Looked like she went for the goal, but it was caught by Molly Noga again. Molly Noga makes the kick. Popped up. And Josie Huber comes to get it. And it rolls right back to Noga. And another high pop-up kick. It's caught in by Ellie Reiser. Head bumped by Anderson. Now Huber. And Leah Holman playing defense here. Good kick by Pylon. And it bounces in front of the 20. And it's going to go out of play again. As the ball carrier gives it over to Pylon. As she passes it in to Kelsey Zoli. As she maneuvers the ball around, passes it back to Pylon. And Callie Davis comes to get it. And Ellie Reiser's chasing after it. Headed toward the corner. Anderson tries to block her, but the ball gets by her. But now Kaylee Bowden passes it to Anna Marie Fosmoen. Sarah Hohenscheid right to Kelsey Zoli. And it looked like she was trying to give it to Anderson, but it's stolen by Reiser. And Sophia Connell will kick it in foul territory. Now Avery Butler will get another chance to throw it in. And a good head bump by Fosmoen. Dake pops it up. And bumped by Huber. That'll be another one out of play. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout here in the second half. With 21 minutes and 57 seconds left to go, we're going to go to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. This is the home of Adrian College Sports. And we are back. And we're going to pick up where we left off here in the second half with 21 minutes and 57 seconds left to go. Big Red trying to hold on to a 1-0 lead. Bulldogs trying to do what they can to score at least 1 or 2 points. As Avery Butler gets ready to throw it in from the side. And a good toss. Head bumped by Freeze. Popped up by Pylon. And it goes out of play. And that one was kicked by Kate Del Monte. Butler with another throw. As Pylon and Dake try to get that one, but it'll go out of play again. As Butler will throw it in again. It's kicked by Sarah Hohenscheid. Zoli comes to get it. And a good kick by Kelsey Zoli. But the ball heads right toward the corner. As Avery Butler will get ready to throw it in. Emma Weckett coming in. I believe it'll be her first time in this game. As Josie Huber tries to maneuver around that one. And it's stolen by Sophia Connell. Passes it over to Kate Harding. A good kick by Sarah Hohenscheid. And it's popped in the air by Butler. As Anderson, it's ready, throws that one in. Caitlin Dake pops it up. Head bumped by Butler. And now Melanie Perney. Oh, a good kick by Melanie. That is over the head of Perney. And Sophia Connell. And now Josie Huber comes to get it. Now Emma Weck. Now it's head bumped by Del Monte. And a good kick by Sarah Solinger. Lauren Jensen will make it avoid going foul. Hohenscheid with the kick. And it rolls past the 10. And Molly Noga comes to pick it up. As it'll be now the Big Reds ball. And it's a line drive kick, or a pop-up. Head bump by Dake. Zoli with the knee pass. Melanie Perney does some maneuvering. Anderson with the kick. Now at Caitlin Dake. Dake passes it to Josie Huber. And Huber will pass that one back to Dake. Dake with a good kick. But Del Monte will take that one. And it's bumped by Anderson. Now at Hohenscheid, and the ref blows the whistle. And Josie Huber will kick it from the 50 line. And she passes it to Sydney Anderson. Anderson takes her time with it, passes it over to Dake. Right back to Josie Huber. Right by Fosman, but kicked back by Lauren Jensen. Huber tries to maneuver her way to that one. And Huber's gonna it looked like there might have been a disagreement between her and the ref, but she'll get another chance as Anderson kicks it over. But it's taken by Guzman. And Dake will slide. The ball gets back to her. And it gets right by Zoli. Butler kicks it down the foul line. Out of play. But Perney will toss it in. And that ball heads toward the corner. And Huber comes to get it. Goes for it. And it's off the rim. And either we're going to get another corner kick as Caitlin Dake gets into position. Backs up, tries to get the momentum that she needs. And a kick. And head bumped by Freeze. And Zoli falls down on that play, but it looks like she gets up and she's okay. It looks like the ref is having a discussion with Molly Noga, making sure to go over a couple of rules. But it looks like Fosman will try to get a chance. The crowd go in silence as Fosman tries to concentrate. She goes for the goal, and we have a tie game on a goal by Anna Marie Fosmoen. As we hear the cheers from the crowd as this game is tied at 1 goal apiece for each side. What a kick by Fosmoen. "15 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. As Gerard passes it over to Flynn. And it's going to head toward the corner as Anderson will try to go after it. But she'll give it right to Taylor Fisher. As Alana Earl will try to play that one. But the Big Red is back on offense. And a good block. And a good block. A good save by Taylor Fisher. As she kicks a high pop-up. It falls right in front of Zoli, but kicked by Sarah Solinger. Now Eliza Roach has it. And it's popped up by Sarah Hohenscheid. It bounces in at the 30. Noga has it where she wants it. She kicks it, and it goes over Dake and Butler. And now it's passed over to Zoli. And it looks like Zoli and Reiser both fell on that one, but they get up just fine. As the yellow flag goes up. And now Josie Huber waits for everyone to get in position so she can get ready to kick the ball. As Sydney Anderson runs over to her spot. Bulldogs trying to do what they can to break this tie. As Josie Huber backs up, gets the momentum that she needs. A nice kick by Huber. Right over Hohenscheid. Fosman goes for the kick, but it gets right past the goal. As Caitlin Dake picks it up, and she's going to play it in from the corner, and looks like we might be getting another corner kick. Big chance here for the Bulldogs. Good kick by Caitlin Dake. What an effort, though, by Dake. Kicking the ball in from the corner. As Molly Noga gets ready to put the ball in play. As Sarah Hohenscheid is going to come into the sideline. That is right by Kelsey Zoli. And it goes right to Fosmoen. And she's going to pass it in. Sarah Solinger backs up. Gets the momentum. She passes it over to Caroline Flynn. And it's intercepted by Bowden. And the whistle is blown again. Denison University still now on offense. As Jensen kicks it in. Good head bump by Sydney Anderson. Good kick by Kelsey Zoli. That one's going to go foul. And now Avery Butler will throw it in from the foul line. And it's head bumped by Caitlin Dake. Right back to Avery Butler. She makes the throw. Head bumped by Melanie Perney. And Huber stumbles. And another yellow flag going up. Now Callie Davis waits her turn to make the kick. As Leah Holman, Kelsey Zoli, and Melanie Perney get ready to play some good defense here. That is head bumped. But Taylor Fisher does her job. As Fisher gets ready to help out with the Bulldog offense. And it bounces in front of Zoli. And coming to get that one is Kate Del Monte. Head toward the corner. Right by Holman. Right by Dake. And right to Melanie Perney. As she'll throw it in from the sides. As Riley Mugrabi is coming in to substitute in for Sydney Anderson as she takes a sip of water. Or wait, no, Anna Marie Foz-Moen will be the one coming into the sidelines as Anderson just needed a short water break. And a kick by Jensen. Right to Caroline Girard. And it gets right by Reiser. Right by Perney. Right, and Davis throws it in. And Reiser and Anderson doing a lot of maneuvering on that play. And Emily Butler will have another chance to throw it in from the foul line. That is knee bumped by Sophia Connell. And a good, nice kick by Dake. Good pass by Zoli to Mugrabi. Zoli again with the ball, right at Leah Holman. And Zoli again passes it to Caitlin Dake. She'll pass it to Ellie Fries. And coming over to get it is the goalie. It's Adrian College trying to build up the momentum to possibly break this tie as we have 7.5 minutes left to go. As Caitlin Dake will prepare for the corner kick. As she gets into position. And the ref looks like he spray painted the line. Dake taking her time here. Now 7 minutes left to go. Big chance. And she kicks it in. And it's head bumped. Good defense played by the Big Red. And Bowden's tried to chase it, but it ends up back into the other corner. And the Bulldogs will now be back on defense. Sarah Solinger passes it over. Mugrabi trying to play defense, but it gets over. Right over to Sophia Connell. As Melanie Perney passes it over to Sydney Anderson. And Zoli trying to come get it. And it gets kicked right by her. And Melanie Perney gets ready to throw it in from the foul side. As Dake kicked it back in. And right at Leah Holman. And right at Dake. Now Anderson with the head bump, but the whistle was blown after she could make a play on it. Less than 5.5 minutes left to go in the second half. We have a 1-1 tie. And it gets right by Huber and Perney. Five minutes left to go here in the second half. 1-1 tie here at Docking Stadium. The only two scores overall were Sophia Connell back in the first half, and earlier on, Anna Marie Fosmoen scored the tying point. Avery Butler makes the kick. And that'll be right over Earl. And that'll be intercepted by Caroline Flynn. And goes for the point, and it barely gets past the goal. As Taylor Fisher comes to get it. A little more than 4 minutes left to go now. As Fosmoen is going to come back into the game. And she'll sub in for Riley Mugrabi. Fisher with a line drive kick. Right at Dake. And now Sydney Anderson tries to get it. Right at Zoli. And she bumps right into Butler, but gets back up. It ends up in foul territory again. But Butler will come in and pick it up. And she throws it in. And Ellie Reiser stumbles, trying to play that off of Melanie Perney. But Callie Davis. And now Denison University will have another corner kick. Here's the kick. And it's head bumped. Now Adrian College has it again. And it's right at Fosmoen. But a good steal by Caroline Flynn. Just over 2 minutes left here in the second half. It's Taylor Fisher. Has the ball where she wants it. And a good line drive kick. Fosmoen comes to get it. Passes it over to Kaylee Bowden. Zoli comes to get it. Maneuvers. Gets right over to Fosmoen. Right at Alana Earl. Passes it over to Caitlin Dake. Dake tries to go for the point. That is way outside of the goal. Now Molly Noga with a little more than a minute remaining. Makes the kick.
1 minute remaining.
And it's off The ref blows the whistle again. 50 seconds left to go as we have a tie game. Caroline Flynn passes it to Caroline Gerard. As Kaylee Bowden tried to steal it, but it's out of play. As Freeze played it from the sidelines. With 20 seconds left to go. And a good head bump. And Gerard has it. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. And it gets right by Taylor Fisher. As this game remains tied. What an effort by both teams with offense and defense. And it looks like that's going to be the ball game. But the only 2 goals today.
Final score in today's contest, Denison University 1, Adrian College 1.
As both teams were only able to score 1 goal for each side. From Sophia Connell and Anna Marie Fosmoen. As this game comes to an end, I would like to thank our hard-working crew we have for today: Josiah Durrell, Dylan Knighton, and Alex Herman, and Kendra Shoup, who was working upstairs for our camera today. I am Forrest Vernier here on Play by Play, wishing you all a good, happy Labor Day weekend from the campus of Adrian College.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.